Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Eamon Khan. I'm here in London with the victorious Lawrence Okolie beating Cieslak on points. Lawrence, tell me, how did you assess your performance?
It was good in pockets, scrappy in other pockets. I think it was great experience anyway. Boxing a top 5 to 8 cruiserweight. I think anytime you're in a top competitive fight, there's gonna be hard moments. But we got through. I don't think I took too much damage, but it was very scrappy at parts, very good at parts. So it's mixed reviews for myself, but I'm happy to get the win and just feel happy and blessed, man.
I know, looking at interviews with you, sometimes you're kind of your own toughest critic. So could you tell me where you think you went right and where do you think you could have improved in the ring tonight?
I think where I went right was there was moments where I was moving both ways, jabbing to the body, jabbing to the head, not trying to load up. Other parts where I was getting emotionally charged, thinking I just need to land this right hand, but he had a really big front shoulder, so it was glancing off of it. He was hungry. I could feel his determination, so it was making me kind of just pick spots as opposed to just matching him for grit. So, and also there was a lot of punching behind the head, and yeah, it was a little bit scrappy at times, but it was a mix. It was a mix because when I actually maintained the distance and picked shots, he wasn't really fast enough or good enough to kind of do anything. But it was kind of like sometimes I think he would throw a shot, I would dip under and then would lock. Do you get where I'm coming from? Mm-hmm. And it's something that Shane in previous camps has shouted at me for doing in camp, but because it never really happened in training, I think I'd kind of just let it slip. But it's very easy fixes.
You mentioned being emotionally charged there. You come across really like a cool, calm, collected customer. What got you to that emotionally charged point?
I think I watched too many of his interviews. I think I got too much into him as a person, too much into the sort of Poland versus England versus Nigeria kind of narrative. I didn't like Spilka. There was loads of stuff, do you know what I mean? I think I was far too charged. Even in the press conference, I watched it back and was thinking, what was that? I'm 100% good. It's like, that's not really me, but it's all experience.
You had AJ there, Israel Adesanya, draped over the Nigerian flag as well. How brilliant that walkout was. A bit of flavour the Israel Adesanya walkouts with the dancing in that too.
No, that's like I said, one of the best moments I've had in boxing and maybe even in my life. For me, like I said, I come up from Hackney, no sub story, do you know what I mean? What I'm doing right now was never meant to do, I was never meant to be the athlete, never meant to be the, headline in the O2 or anything like that, or world champion, but I believed in myself, kept pushing, took risks, got to Olympics, took risks, British, Commonwealth, European, world champion, defended it twice. Like, I could actually cry right now, but I'm keeping my composure. So like I said, and to have a two-time, undisputed or unified champion at heavyweight and have an undisputed UFC champion, walking with me and I'm actually a champion alongside them, it's a dream come true.
Briedis was here tonight, you did that face-off there. I mean, do you think it's likely? We've seen Briedis kind of caught Jake Paul. Seems maybe looking to call out him as opposed to more calling out you, but he was here tonight.
I think that fight's going to happen. End of the year. I think the fight's 100% going to happen end of the year. Do you get where I'm coming from? Coldest picture ever. Coldest picture ever. God, yeah. That's probably better than the fight for me. The fight was hard. Right now, I'm broken to bits, but it was good to go 12 rounds. And I need to watch it back because I feel like it was a shit performance, but I'm trying to stay positive. Do you know what I'm saying? I remember at the end of the day, if I'm like I said, it's a blessing.
If it isn't unifications or the Briedis fight, which obviously unification, Makabu there as well, do you look to move up to heavyweight? A lot of people say you'll be a real problem at heavyweight, Lawrence.
I think my next fight, if it's not unification, will be at heavyweight. I think I was a bit too heavy at the start of this camp, and there was certain decisions I made that, thank goodness, didn't backfire in this fight. But what I would say is, at heavyweight, they're a lot slower, and that determination comes off a bit different. You know what I mean? So I'm able to land and keep them kind of at bay and, get my big shots off a bit cleaner. So I'll probably have one little dance heavyweight, see how it feels, and then go from there.
A couple of questions for me. Last night, big controversy, Taylor Catchall. Can I get your opinion on that?
I haven't watched it. I did obviously see a lot of stuff online, but it's unfair to make a comment when I haven't watched it yet.
And just finally, a message for your fans who came here tonight. The crowd as well, brilliant crowd, hostile atmosphere at times as well, but just a message on that.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for coming out. Sorry I couldn't get the KO. Thank you for coming and support, and I'm happy I got the victory.
Lawrence, congratulations on the win. Thank you so much for Boxing Social.